Hello everybody, it is November 14th. My name is Kyra if you're new here, and this is the Melbourne vlogs. I'm off to the airport right now. I'm gonna go catch a bus because I have a later flight today leaving from Wellington, New Zealand, and that means that I can take the airport express bus, which is great because it saves me money. One way to the airport is about $8, and if I took an Uber it would be like $25. So I'm happy to save some money where I can, but that means I just have to give a bit more time to get to the airport than if I had taken an Uber. But I'm so excited. I'm going to Melbourne for 4 days, 3 nights, and I have been to Melbourne before, but it was only a 16-hour layover, so this is actually a full proper Melbourne visit. I've wanted to do this for a while because I love Sydney. I've done a couple Sydney trips now, but not to Melbourne, so it was time. All right, the first step is to get myself to the airport. I'm traveling carry-on only. Let's go.
Wellington International Airport. This is the last stop.
So I made it to the airport and it was only $8.36 one way to take the bus. But when I got to the airport, I double checked and the buses stop running. The last one leaves the airport at 8 p.m. So that is really not great because when I'm coming back, I only arrive at like midnight. So he said my only option from Wellington is literally to get an Uber, or there's a shuttle that you can take for like 20 bucks. But it depends, like how much is your Uber? Is the Uber gonna be cheaper than a shared shuttle? Then you might as well just take the Uber. So that's the only drawback to the airport express bus, is that it runs only until 8 p.m. That's so early. But anyway, I made it and I'm happy to be here. It's pretty busy here. And I'm just gonna go to the small international terminal of Wellington Airport. It's such a cute, beautiful, well-maintained airport. That's something I really like about Wellington, is how manageable and small this airport is. And if you have international flights from here, there's not many that leave per day. So it's actually very small, separate security, very nice experience. So let's go through there now. I just have to finish my water bottle because I got some water left that can't go through security. Hello and welcome to Melbourne, Australia. I made it. I took the Sky Bus and it was an easy ride into the CBD. After you get off the bus, you're at Southern Cross Station. My hostel is, I don't know, like a 20-minute walk. And after sitting on the plane for like 4 hours and then the bus for another 30, I thought I needed a walk. So I'm walking with all my stuff, making my way, navigating. When I was at the airport, I bought a SIM card, $12, 11 gigabytes of data, and it lasts 7 days. I only need it for 4, but that was the shortest SIM that they had. I went with Vodafone because it was literally the shortest line at the airport. I definitely think getting data at the airport is typically a good idea because you like to be connected. This way I can walk to my hostel. I know exactly where to go because I have Google Maps to show me the way. And I just think as a solo traveler, it's one of the most important first steps of arriving in a new destination. Get yourself connected to the internet, get some data on your phone. First of all, make sure you're traveling with an unlocked phone to get a SIM card inserted in, and then you can find your way pretty much easily from there. So I've got another 15 minutes walk to get to my hostel. I'm staying at the Village. I'm in a 6-bed dorm tonight, female dorm. So hopefully it's not full, but even then, I hope it's a good stay. But I don't know, it's been a while since I've stayed in a dorm. It's gonna be an adjustment nevertheless. All right, let's go. I'm getting some weird looks in the street. All right, well, I checked into the hostel and I have to admit, a little bit of weird vibes going on at the hostel. I don't know if I like it so far, but I unpacked all my bags. They have this really handy custom-made drawer that fit my suitcase and all my stuff, so I just unpacked. But yeah, just kind of a little bit of a weird, like, I don't know, people are like working and it's kind of just big groups as well. Like there was a group of guys and there were like 13 of them and they all seem to be together. So I'm not sure if I really am enjoying the atmosphere so far of the hostel. They have an organized event tonight at 8 p.m. They're doing trivia, but I just feel like it's such a nice night. I don't really feel like staying in and doing trivia when I could be walking around exploring the city. So I just stepped out and I think I'm not gonna do that today. I think I'm gonna skip out on the group activities for now, but I'm gonna get something to eat, browse a little bit in the streets, so let's go. Everybody, welcome to some random underground mall. I was walking in the street and then I just happened to come across this mall. I am making my way to a bakery to get some breakfast this morning. I'm trying to navigate the inner workings of Melbourne CBD, and without Google Maps, I can tell you that would be hard. I would be lost. I wouldn't know where to go. So Google Maps is essential, I would say. But good morning. It is the 15th of November. I didn't have a very good sleep, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was questioning my life choices by staying at a hostel, especially in a dorm room. It was loud. There were people coming in at all hours of the night, not being courteous, being quite loud. You know, I can't demand complete quiet when I'm in a shared space, but just the amount of disturbances last night was pretty obvious and not very nice. So I don't know. And there's also like a weird vibe at this hostel. It's mostly people that are quite young. They're staying on like working holiday visas, so they're living long-term at the hostel. It's just not the social vibe that I was personally hoping for. But that's all I'll say about that. First, let's get some breakfast. I'm gonna go to Bake Mondo Bakery, try to find something sweet to start my day. I wanna grab it to go, and then I wanna go to a park, maybe even the Botanical Gardens, to walk around a little bit while it's still cool and it's the morning. It's only like 9 a.m. and before it gets too hot, before the sun, the UV rays get too strong, I thought it would be nice to start with a walk in the Botanical Gardens. So let's go. Okay, that was Big Mondo, and it's quite popular, and I felt like it was a really good spot because it's like I think it's a Japanese, maybe it's just an Asian bakery, and everybody there who was buying stuff was Asian, so everybody working there was Asian. I think it's going to be pretty authentic, and I hope it's good because I got one thing. It was $9. It was a ham and camembert croissant for $9. I hope that it's worth the hype. I'm going to take it to go though. I'm going to try catch the free tram. If you didn't know, Melbourne CBD has free trams that you can access, which is awesome to get around. And I'm going to hope to catch one to the Botanical Gardens, which is quite a ways down from where I currently am here.
Change here for route 70, 75.
All right, I took the tram. I made it to the Botanical Gardens. Just be careful because before you know it, the free tram area ends, and I actually think I overrode it by one stop, so that's my bad. You just have to make sure you're paying attention to where you can ride those free trams until you enter paid tram areas. You don't want to stay on longer. You could probably get a penalty. I made it to the Botanical Gardens, and it feels so nice to be surrounded by greenery. Oh, it's so pretty. I love nature so much. Okay, let me show you the view. While you're riding the tram, just before you get to the Botanical Gardens stop, you'll notice that you're passing over the iconic Yarra River. The Yarra River is a Melbourne identity symbol. It is so important to not only the people of Melbourne, but also the Indigenous communities of the area who hold Yarra River as a cultural and spiritual place. So it's just a wonderful sight to see. Don't forget to take a look, and then once you pass over, you come to this beautiful Botanical Gardens. So it's just like two wonderful natural beauties coming together, which have started my day in a nature-filled, positive mindset. Okay, so when I first left the hostel, I wasn't in the best of moods. I didn't have a great sleep, like I said, but now coming to nature, walking through the Botanical Gardens, it's actually so peaceful and it's lifted my spirits. So then once again, it just proves that being in nature is so healing. I don't feel as tired anymore. I didn't even have any coffee or anything. I just feel naturally better being around garden. It's so quiet. I definitely recommend a visit. It's definitely worth it if you like nature and you want to see the city but get overwhelmed by the busyness of cities. You'll definitely appreciate this beautiful, serene, peaceful break not far from the CBD. I randomly found in the Botanical Gardens this shrine, Melbourne, which is a shrine to the wars that we've had throughout the years, starting with World War I, World War II, Afghanistan War, Korean War, and it's free admission. So I am one of the first people here. It just opened at 10 a.m. and I think it's worth a visit. There's a couple levels to check out, some interesting artifacts and facts about conflict and peace. Free as well. So I definitely think if you're visiting the Botanical Gardens to pop in here and pay your respects. Okay, I'm still at the shrine, and apparently on Monday it was Remembrance Day here in Australia, and they had like 3,000 people, and at 11 a.m. well, the 11th hour on November 11th, there is a brick missing in the ceiling, and the sun will shine and hit that brick, and then the light reflected will shine right onto that sign there on the word love. That would have been incredible to see. And apparently it worked on Monday too, because it was a sunny day. Now I'm up on the balcony and I have really pretty views of the ocean, Melbourne, the Botanical Gardens, and a little poppy artwork there. So just a lovely experience. Honestly, the people that work here are so passionate and friendly and approachable. I highly recommend you visit this. I can't believe that it's free. You won't regret it. There's the ocean over there. And we have a lawn, some poppy artwork here at the entrance. And they're setting up for a live event. They're having some kind of music festival live at the gardens. And then that's the entrance that I came into the shrine from. And then that's the CBD. When I came back down from the balcony, I asked the staff, oh, does the balcony symbolize anything? Because typically at shrines, there's symbolism behind everything that you see. I get down and I ask him, does it symbolize anything? He's like, nah, it's just a balcony. That's like Australian humor right there for you. All right, here it is, the $9 ham and camembert cheese croissant. It's quite hollow. So there's probably a lot of crunch in the croissant. So I'm gonna give it a taste and let you know my thoughts. Okay, we've got some background music because they're doing the practice for that event. They're doing sound checks. I just ate that croissant and it is so good. Do I think it was worth $9 though? Maybe not. It had some kind of pickled relish on it and it actually added a lot of really nice flavor to the ham and cheese. But the basis of it was quite simple, but at least the croissant part was done quite well. And it wasn't dry, it was just the perfect amount of moist and crispy, very flaky. Half my croissant flakes went onto the ground, to be honest with you. But yeah, I rate it. I think that's a good bakery. I'm not sure about the price point. I think it's a little bit for the quality, but also a little bit for the fact that it's quite a popular bakery that a lot of people are willing to pay extra to go there for like status, or I think it's quite popular on TikTok. Anyway, I'm just grooving out to the sound check, and I'm going to go back into the visitor center for the shrine because they have a toilet in there. And if you don't know, I have braces. I'm currently wearing Invisalign and I'm on week 22, and I have to figure out how I can travel and enjoy the joys of just eating on the go, but also needing to clean my teeth and put my braces back in, which is challenging to say the least when you're traveling and you don't have access to always have access to a clean bathroom. So I found one here at the shrine, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and do my whole oral hygiene routine in a little bit. But yeah, just taking in the beautiful views here in Melbourne, Australia. Okay, silly me. I thought I was in the Botanical Gardens earlier when I first started walking into this big green space. Maybe I was, but this is the actual gardens where there's actually botanicals and stuff. Once you get to the shrine, you've pretty much made it to the Botanical Gardens at that point. And then before then, it's just like a park, I guess. Okay, I'm still in the Botanical Gardens and it's now noon. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 12:30 actually. So this place is pretty big. You can spend a lot of time here. I am going to make my way out of the gardens now. It's about time to do something different and figure out where else I want to explore today. All right, well, I just spent a really lovely time in the National State Library. It's a beautiful building. Highly recommend to go inside and see the dome. It's beautiful architecture, so stunning up there, completely free. And I actually just sat down in the dome itself after viewing it from the balcony. You can go up to the 6th floor to view the dome from the balcony and you get that awesome aerial view. But if you go to the dome, you can just sit at the dome, and I just read my book, I don't know, for like 40 minutes or so, and it was just peaceful, a moment of quiet in all the chaos of Melbourne CBD. So it's just a really nice way to relax, rest my feet. I think I'm at like 19,000 steps now that I've walked today. Tomorrow I plan on going to Fitzroy markets because they're on the weekend. It's Saturday and it's in a different area outside of the CBD but close by, and it's like thrifting and a little bit more of like a trendy neighborhood. So I'm excited to see something else other than just the CBD. The CBD is okay, but it's like busy and there's so many people and it's very shopping focused, which is good if that's what you want to do. But if you want to get out and get a different feel for what Melbourne is like, then I think it's nice to go into some other areas. And then earlier I went for lunch at a sandwich place and it was actually really good. I got this one that was like a chicken salad sandwich, and then I tried a maple bacon donut that they had. The donut, I mean, it was good, but I feel like I've had better donuts, but definitely get a sandwich there. It was a super filling sandwich and it was really tasty because it had like dill and pickles inside of the chicken salad. It was just so good. So I've been trying to have like really good food, some cultural art moments here, and then also just walking. I did a bit of shopping at Uniqlo as well. Overall, just trying to like wrap up what I kind of like in big cities, go to places that I can't go to where I live currently. But yeah, highly recommend this building. It's so pretty and completely free, like I said. So come visit the National State Library. Oh, we're getting a little music show now. There's so many people that like to sit on the lawn in front of the library and they kind of just enjoy the sun. It's just a beautiful spot to be. not me casually walking by myself through Victoria Street markets. I just finished dinner and I finished my first full day exploring Melbourne. So I thought I would wrap up the day. What a brilliant day. I loved my time in the Botanical Gardens. I went to the Royal Arcade, saw the old architecture, got some yummy chocolate from some chocolatier, went and took the tram again and had a burger and fries for dinner. And that wraps up my first full day in Melbourne. Well, it's day 2, but it was the first full day. Tomorrow is another full day. I'm gonna be spending so much time at the markets right back here in all the action of Victoria's Market as well as Fitzroy Market. So I'll see you then. Okay, I gotta go to bed now. I'm tired. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It's November 16th today, and it's Saturday, which means it is market day. I don't really know much about the history behind these markets. Maybe I'll find out today, but it's 9 a.m. The city is awake, but not as busy as it normally is, I'd say. I actually got a good sleep last night. There were still some noise disturbances, but nothing like the night before. So I'm feeling very fresh. So food market to start the morning, and then thrifting antique market for the afternoon in Fitzroy, and that's the plan for the day today. Enough talking, let's go check out the market. Okay, immediately I stand corrected. This is an everything market. There's like hats and jewelry, and it's not just food. Maybe that's just a portion of the market. Yeah, I entered in from the side that's literally closed. So good to know. It's an everything market. Okay, first impressions is it's very overwhelming. There's so much to look at. There's so much variety of things for sale. It's a little overstimulating, to be honest with you. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I need a map just to navigate this market. I don't think that I mentioned that the high today is actually 33 degrees and it's only like 9:30 in the morning, and I can already feel how warm it's getting. I can only imagine how hot it's gonna get today. So I'd rather a sunny hot day than in rain. Okay, I found the fruit. As you go like shed to shed, the materials of what's being sold changes. So that was the fruit. I think I'll find the fish and the meat pretty soon. And books, you cannot forget the books. I found the book section. Love that. Okay, I've never seen red pepper this big. Look how long it is. What the heck? Oh, okay, so actually you have to cross the street to get to the meat and fish hall over there. I didn't realize it was separated by this road here. Okay, I finished this side for now. I mean, I didn't see every single stall, that would be impossible, but I'm gonna go over to the meat and fish hall. Not that I'm excited because of the smells, but you just gotta see it, you know? While you're here, you just gotta see it. Oh my God, yes. The smell hits you immediately, and they keep it air conditioned in here as well. And it's a completely different vibe. This looks more like a very large supermarket, whereas the other one looked more like a bazaar. It reminded me of like the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul a little bit. But this is like, I don't even know. I've never been anywhere like this. There's just a lot to smell. A lot of smells hitting my nose right now. Beef trays. Okay, this side is definitely more me. It is bakery and the smell smells like fresh baked bread. It's so lovely. I can't wait. This is where I was supposed to find my breakfast today because I love finding a little bakery and then eating like a pastry or something for breakfast. So I'm excited to see what I can find here. Okay, I told you that I was going to learn something. Well, I found this little notice board talking about the origins of this particular part of the market, which is called the deli hall. And it says that the original stalls remain in practically the same form as they were when first built. And most of the original signage of the first shops can still be seen today. And I noticed something interesting about the stalls is you have to crawl in to get to the stall, like underneath, and then the shoppers can then access their store. So I thought that was pretty cool, and maybe that's like an original touch of this dairy or deli hall. But you can see some of the signing looks quite retro, so maybe that's the original signing, and then signing like over there is more modern. But I really thought, I saw these workers crawling on the ground getting into their shops there, and I was confused for a second, but I think that's just part of the original design of this market. So there's a little history for you. Okay, I ended up getting a bodek because it reminds me of when I was in North Macedonia. Bodek was popular there, so I got a spinach and feta or spinach and cheese bodek just for the memories. And I'm just trying to see like where else I can explore, but it looks like I have left the market now. Also, I wanted to say that I'm having such a nice time at these markets. So if you're not really a market person, I definitely still recommend checking out Queen Victoria Market. I stand corrected, I was saying Victoria Market earlier. It's Queen Victoria Market. It's really fun. Like, I'm not even really buying anything. I'm kind of just exploring it and seeing what it's like. But I think it's really fun and I recommend it. I'm enjoying myself, just looking and observing, and I really do think that this is a really nice thing to do here in Melbourne. Okay, I just wanted some salami to go with my bodek because it's like the cheese and the bread, and I thought, oh, a nice little meat would be good. But then I went to one of the delis and I ordered 50 grams of salami mild and then 50 grams of salami hot. And she's like, all right, that'll be $9.50. And I was like, okay. So my small addition to the bodek ended up being even more than the bodek. So yeah, I noticed that the deli, they don't really have prices next to the selection that you can buy. So just buyer beware. It could probably be more than you think it would be. All right, well, I'm calling it there. I'm gonna go back to the hostel to eat my bodek and very expensive deli meat. But I really enjoyed myself. Like I said, I highly recommend that. And I can't wait to see what the markets are like at Fitzroy if I enjoyed the Queen Victoria markets this much. So I'll see you in another update. Bye! That's street art, but it looks like legit real.
like this, like
Just popping on because I wanted to do a haul of the things that I've purchased here before I head out tomorrow. So the first couple items are all from Uniqlo. We don't have Uniqlo in New Zealand, so I wanted to get this hat. It's adjustable. It was $30. I really like that it's adjustable because in Wellington, the wind blows the hats off your head. So you can make this one tighter here with this Velcro, which I thought was really genius. So I'll try it on for you. This is my outfit that I wore today. I love this dress. It's so perfect for the hot weather that we had. And then I got this hat in white because I thought that it contrasted my dark hair really well. And this is the Uniqlo hat. I think it looks super cute on me. Then I got some basic bike shorts, but they fit really well. They've got pockets on the side, and I really like the technology with Uniqlo called Airism because it helps wick away the sweat. It's very soft. It almost feels like Lululemon Align leggings, that really soft material that they use. And why I got it too is because it's the perfect length for me. So from the same exact line, the Airism line, this is an athletic top for $20 basically, and it's a cropped white t-shirt. And then the last item I got was quite expensive. This is a skirt, so it looks like a skirt, but it's actually shorts. And it just fits really well. And this is linen blend. It was expensive though at $50, but I really liked the tailored look of this. I think it's really well made. So I went ahead and splurged because after all, it is my birthday month and I just think this is a good basic to have in your summer wardrobe. And besides buying a bunch of food, the only other things I really got was a new mascara because the one I've been using the last few days is really old. And then I also went to the Big W and they had these knockoff, I think these are so funny because these are knockoff Tevas. These are the real ones. Sorry, they're so dirty because I've worn them a lot this trip, but look at that. Look at the detail, how similar they are. Down to like the little detail here and the little like inside ridging. It's crazy. But yeah, these were like $100, the real ones. And these knockoffs that I got in black were $8. I'm gonna have a very quiet Saturday night in, and I haven't had the dorm to myself yet, but I do right now. So I was like, okay, now's the time. Now's the time to do the haul of all the things that I bought in Melbourne. But that is gonna wrap up my evening. I really am tired from my busy day out in the sun and just walking all over the place and the heat exhaustion because it's so warm here. So I'm gonna call it a night, but I just had to pop on and do that little addition for you. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everybody, from a wet Melbourne. It's raining on and off, and it was humid when I first stepped out, but now it's actually gotten chillier, but windier. So this is my last morning. I basically spent it sleeping in, packing my bag. I found a cafe in one of the laneways. I had a breakfast sandwich and a hot chocolate, which was actually really good. I got my favorite dessert, a Japanese cheese tart from Uncle Tetsu's. I couldn't visit a city that has Uncle Tetsu and not buy a cheese tart. It's one of my favorite desserts, if not my favorite. So I picked one up to eat, and I'm just going to do some last minute running around. I picked up a pair of trousers, which are really pretty. And I gotta go get my suitcase. I've stored it for 4 hours, so I've got 2 hours left of storage. And then I'm just gonna head to the airport. So that wraps up my Melbourne trip. I did have a good time here in Melbourne, but I have to be honest, maybe you've been waiting for my opinion, maybe not. I have to say, I do prefer Sydney. I just think there's something special about Sydney to me. I knew within the first 10 minutes that Sydney was the city that I loved, but Melbourne, I have enjoyed myself. I've really loved getting around to the different neighborhoods, really enjoyed my time in the Botanical Gardens and in Fitzroy, going to the Naked for Satan bar at the rooftop there. The view was just so beautiful yesterday. If you ask me, what do you prefer, Sydney or Melbourne, I'd have to say I'm in the Sydney camp. I know, sorry to those viewers of mine who are from Melbourne. You guys have a really cool city, I have to admit, but I just have a soft spot for Sydney, so that's where my vote lays. Hopefully you've gotten some ideas on things you can do, and let me tell you, there's some really awesome food places to have here. And if you like coffee, so many cafes to have really good coffees as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel adventures, especially solo travel adventures, because those are one of my favorite types of videos to film for this channel. All right, I'll see you in the next video.